in denial about the kind of speed, the kind of analysis, the kind of confidence that these children are having, and people who do not want to adjust. They do not want to adjust, and that is why it is very lazy to call these children indisciplined. If you ask that, if a child has given you evidence that, hey, boss, we are looking at doing an exam in less than 1 month, we do not have textbooks. So do you know that child is not asking you to bring those textbooks next week? Because anyway,
the child is telling you that we're unprepared.
I want them.
You know, the child is telling you, like, okay, how are you expecting us to sit an examination that you have not enabled us to prepare for? That is what that child is saying. But this person just chooses to dismiss them, that the books will come last week. You know, if you gave that child more opportunities for asking you the question, they would have asked you. So why didn't they come last month when they were supposed to come, so that they can be helpful?
Why didn't they come in January when we started the term? Why didn't they come when they were supposed to help us to do the revisions? But because we do not want to have uncomfortable conversations with the children, because we have a lot to hide, because we do not want to be accountable, we label them indisciplined. We call their confidence indiscipline. And it is us that do not want to be accountable to the children. I mean, it's an embarrassment. And that's why I am saying, let us have a conversation that leads us somewhere. And that conversation must be led by us saying, it's just like saying that you're running German Shepherds in your house and you clearly cannot afford the meals. Ugali and sukuma wiki you're not affording, but you're having German Shepherds, you're feeding on very hefty. That is what we are doing right now. We are insisting as a country that we actually can manage boarding facilities. We can manage. Who is having the pressure? Parents are having immense pressure. Parents are having pressure. Because why? Because for you to afford all the boarding items, especially during admission, it's 50K plus. And now afford the fees. When the same government is telling us we are running a free day secondary education, why isn't this same government, if it really believes in day schooling so much, why isn't it opening up all the premium schools to day wings? Don't you think that it is being so, I don't know. Can you imagine a school enjoying 20 acres of land or even 30 acres of land, only telling us we can only do 3,000 girls because of bed space? How do you even begin arguing that we have a shortage of land for doing schools, whereas we are only narrowing down access to bed space?
Bed capacity.
To bed capacity. We are not okay. We are not okay. We don't know what we are doing. And I like what you said, that we are doing protectionist policy. That when heads of big schools complain that no, we do not want day wings in our schools, those schools are not yours. These are Kenyan facilities. Let us get to terms with, and let us deal with the discipline issues. In any case, we are in boarding situations, but the indisciplined situations, look at where they are leading us. So we cannot dismiss day school. We do not want day school because they will come and contaminate. Come on.
I'd like you to stay on a little bit more, Janet, because it's necessary for it to be part of the next conversation where we bring in a psychologist to look at some of these issues, because some of the things that are raised, we want to imagine that, they don't matter. After all, you're in school to read. When children are complaining about the state of facilities like toilets and bathrooms, when they're talking about the food that they're being subjected to eating and the manner in which it is prepared, when you talk about how even the hygiene around some things, are these valid issues, or are children just making noise and they should actually just go to school and go